My name is Mansu Kim, work at Imperial Solutions.
Emphasize more from S generative to Catia the workflow.
Nice, right? But and
Right,
also
right.
remember that this is not only the result, it's all including the structures. So you can see the purpose of this activity, you know. So the purpose
Yes.
of this activity for my side is share the modeling methodology, what I know, and hopes people more appreciate about 3D experience platform and the knowledge and knowing how to really modeling. It's really how difference is from only the shape creations. So we build the structures things. Process. We build the process things. Process itself. So then, in same time, I thought I can learn some design stuff like your opinions, and also I wanted to increase the communication skill in English. So I always wanted to do this, but I was hesitating because of communication ability in English. But if I doesn't start, it will not increase, right? So it's kind of a challenge for me. And also, this why we are recording now, because it will be good for the other people as well. So we will create some materials. For now, it's empty.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any preparations, but we will gonna fill up the materials things while we achieve some. It's small goal and it become a big goals. Right? So
Right.
that is the main purpose we are doing it. And maybe you already mentioned some stuff here, but you have any additional stuff you want to mention here?
Right. So if I may go through your bullet points. So when we say share design knowledge, it's more like to share how we see people doing design in architecture today. So it is more the observation, and hopefully there will be some useful knowledge for other people. And the second one, learn the modeling methodology. This is a very interesting one, especially I think this is good opportunity for Mensu to tell people how people think about model in Catia, which is quite different than we draw a line and start to make the shape in Rhino. I think it is a very not very. It is a quite different mindset. If I could explain in a very simple way, model in Catia is very like you model in Grasshopper. Of course, Grasshopper have another data managing data tree structure, which is not the main topic I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is modeling in parametric is a process, the steps, the logics. And it is not quite like we simply draw a line, extrude a line, or make the surface, join the surface together. It's all very similar, but there is a more thought through steps for us to be able to reuse and manipulate the process later, which is very unique, which you can find in Grasshopper, but I think it's very different. It's still a lot of advantages in Catia. We can talk a little bit about my observation from the designer's point of view later. And next is about the community. We think it is important to increase more people who are interested in Catia. and that will help us to learn with each other. That would be very helpful to refine everyone's skill by the group effort. So it is really about sharing and to make the community stronger.
So you mentioned here parametric modelings, but we usually using we call that BIM tool, right? Building informations modeling, which means we are not going to build only the shapes, but also informations as well. So therefore,
Yes.
as you mentioned in Grasshopper, the gathering the informations, yeah, so we can do that in X-generative design as well. Then also, if there's not available, we can do more in Catia side that we can create some template for gathering the information as well, and can create the report. That those are stuff, using the knowledge, and those are as well as we can embed it in the as a template. So
That
so
sounds good.
template
Yeah.
is not only the for creating the shapes, but we can create the informations as well. So no need to
Yes.
worry. I believe in the Katia informations much wide you can cover. If you
I
have
believe so.
only
Yeah.
the things you need to have knowledge of math of something differences between, for example, is here, for example, I will just create some part, and here we have a lot of apps for achieve its goals. So for now, what I'm going to show you is detail modeling.
So the package architectural firm will buy will be the building space planning, just for example.
Yeah, building space plan is for conceptual design. Good, but I usually use the detail. Sorry, detail
You can
building
search.
designer
You can
and
search.
building 3D design. So it's for detailing. So you can cover
Okay,
all the geometry and volumes and solid as well. And one
that's
function,
good. We also have this role in
yeah,
our license. Yes.
yeah, because when you want to make some complex geometry, you need some stuff of wireframe surface. Although it's not for the car stylings, there's also other many comments, but it might be enough for the architecture industry. So here with tools, you see the formula, you can create some parameters. So when you see the type of the parameters, actually not
Yes.
only the length, angles, integers, but there's a lot of uh, mathematical parameters like a degree or something. Everything's are here. So only the things you really know the what is them, how to use them. Right? So those are really interesting. You can if you know good at mathematics, maybe you can use a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things for calculations and making geometry
Right.
uh, by math as well. So those stuff are included in basic Katia skills. So it
Mm-hmm.
will be we will start from how to use those parameters when we start. So let's turn to the our conversations.
Yes.
Yes, so here mainly we will use the building 3D design. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
you conceptual design might be interesting for it's for building space planning or something. Those are for managing the space, not the sculpture things. So maybe if you interesting, we can add it here. But
No. I so if I may explain a little bit to the new audience,
hmm?
when I mention building space planning and building 3D design, it is mainly about the money you pay for a license. That's my whole point. But but Mensu is right. If we want to do, for example, EKL automation, you cannot work in those by the package you buy for the building space planning. You need to buy the package include building 3D design. I think that is just the point I want to point out, because at the end, the building 3D design can do anything you need to do in building space planning. So if other users the office can support, they should just buy building 3D design, because that will also include the engineering template for the current package dissolve sales to the architectural firms.
Yeah. So if I add, it depends on the law. We have a lot of applications. We call that apps. So
Yes.
each app have some command for achieve its goal. So it's a kind of a small program itself. So it depends on your laws, which is you will going to buy. So before you purchase, of course, you need to have deep communications with the task system provider partner that what you really achieve. So it depends on your goals. We can provide the different portfolio, different roles that for designers or more design
Yes.
related applications we can recommend. And maybe for civil engineers, we can do some for civil constructions ability, something like this. So those are embedded here. And the building designer role is for some stuff, including the building space planning or some things. But if you want to modeling a little bit deeply using geometry, so you need to have a building detail designer roles, I think. And the template engineers, we have a role here, template. So there's the functions you can build some template functionality, like a little bit using programming, and also you can make some report by automation stuff. So and also you can some do optimizations of your design stuff. So this is mainly, I think, important for the architecture film and the construction film as well. But no need to buy this template because it's a shareable app. So just when you buy like Catia 10 pieces, but one will including template engineer, something like that. Therefore, you can just share the apps. So other minister will share who will going to use this template. So template engineer, maybe not all users will going to use, but only some expert will going to use, right? So
Yes.
something like that. So you need to have a consultancy to which role you are going to buy. Okay. So maybe those kind of stuff, and let's return. So here's also I mentioned a little bit template roles, and the important app is here, the engineering role captures, and the generative design is the role for, let's see, the role for here, when you see here, computational designer. It's a role for computational designer. So what you need for doing design for using X generative design. So those are pretty much we will cover. I mean, I'm not introducing one by one comment, but by
No.
modeling ourselves, we will use those apps, something like that. Okay, good.